this video, I'm going to share with you my trading setup, which is super easy, it's basic, it does the job, and it's affordable. And it's brilliant if you're new to trading and want to get started without spending lots of money at the beginning. As you can probably tell, I'm living on a narrowboat, and so my trading station reflects that. It's quite a small travelling station, but it's brilliant. It gives me everything that I need and enables me to trade on a daily basis. If you want to get started trading, highly recommend this video. Check it out, see what I use, what equipment you need to get started trading without any fancy extras, which you can always get at a later date. If you don't know me, my name's Emily from the channel Mindfully Trading. I started trading with Warrior Trading back in 2018, day trading the stock market, and I share videos on YouTube just sharing my journey becoming a successful, profitable trader. So if you like the sound of that, if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and be sure to give me a thumbs up for this video. So before I share with you my trading setup, you've probably seen loads of really fancy offices, I know I have, of different traders' setups. They have about 6, 8, sometimes even 10 screens on these fancy stands and they look amazing. And I'm not knocking it, that's great and they'll be useful. But that can be a lot of money, especially up front when you're just getting started, and realistically you need all the money that you have for your account. And so that's why I'm going to share this video with you, because this is my beginner setup. It's my travelling station. I've lived on a bus, a van, and now I'm living on a narrowboat. So I kind of like living small, and that's why I use this station. But even if you don't live small, this is a really good way to start trading because it's quite affordable. You don't need that much equipment, but it does give you enough to actually get started. So the most important part is the performance laptop, or it could be a computer. If you have a computer at home, use what you've got. I have a laptop and I'm going to share that with you now. So this is the laptop I use for trading. It's a Dell laptop. I can see all my finger marks. I probably should have given it a little dust before doing this. But I actually got this laptop about 3 years ago now, so it's probably getting round ready to get upgraded. But it's a gaming laptop. I will add a link below. I did try to find the one I brought, but because it's a few years old, I've included a link for the nearest model that's available now. But I really like this because it's got a super fast processor, it's got a lot of RAM, a lot of memory, and that's what I wanted because it means it gives a lot of high speed, high performance. At first I was going to settle for a cheaper laptop because I was trying to, you know, contain all my money to save for my account, but you do have to spend a little bit of money to get a decent laptop if you want it to run efficiently. And that's so important because if you get a cheaper, small, slow laptop and you're in a trade and it crashes, that's really not good. That's a good way to lose money. So I'd recommend spending a little bit more on a decent laptop. And the reason that I prefer a laptop to a computer, besides the fact that I do travel around a lot, so naturally this is the best choice for me, I like a laptop for a couple of reasons. Because firstly, when I trade, I have my battery plugged in, which is great because it means that if ever there is a power cut, I know that I have battery life on my laptop and it's not instantly going to die on me when I'm in a trade, which is really important. I also like it because the keyboard is built in, so I don't have to worry about the batteries going on that. And I do have a mouse facility, although I also use a wireless mouse because I prefer using a mouse. But I know that if the batteries die, which I do try to keep them renewed pretty often, but if they die and I'm in a trade, I know I've got access to this built-in mouse board as well. So for me, that's all round really useful for the laptop. And I use this as my central main component in my trading setup, and this generally is what runs my broker account. So I'm going to show that to you now. But the next stage in my trading setup are my screens. Now I have 2 of these. They are by, I think it's Asus. That's the name. And they're really snazzy. They came in this smart case, as you can see. They're really, really thin and they're really lightweight as well. And when I purchased it, as I say, it came in a case. A cable came with it. So this is the HDMI to USB cable, and also obviously the screen. So it's really smart. It's the same size as my laptop screen, so it's a smaller one compared to what most traders use. I think it's 15.5 inches, but it does the trick for me to actually show my charts. So I'm going to get that set up and show you what that looks like now. Okay, it might also be worth sharing with you as I'm setting this up that the really cool thing about these cases is that they can also be used as a stand, which I have used on the road. They're quite handy. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So as you can see, the case, that flappy bit where you put the screen, and all you do is, see if you can see that from here, when you lay it down, there's some little Velcro things. Just move that so you can see. So you can actually prop it up and then the flap folds back and you've got like a little stand to put your screen in. Voila. So they are a built-in stand, but as you can probably tell, they're a little bit flimsy and I don't really feel that confident using them. I have used them before, but the other issue that I have with them is the fact that they are only slanted a certain angle. So if you have a light reflecting on your screen, you can't really adjust it without it just falling over, which is a little bit annoying. So that's why I have two of these. These are really cool. You just push in the side and it's a little foldable stand. So small and easy. I think it's only about £12 or something. And that's what I use rather than the actual case for the screen, which is brilliant as a case. It keeps it protected, so it's definitely worth it for that. But in terms of the stands, I much prefer to use my little foldable stands that I can adjust as well. So I will get my second screen connected with my HDMI to USB cable. And there you have it, my dead easy basic travelling trading station. So as you can see, let's take a little bit closer here. I have my main laptop, which has my broker account. Before I actually start trading, I also use my main laptop to load up different web browsers so that I can search for news and also scan charts and load up a watch list beforehand. So that's the main laptop which powers it all. So I've actually set it up in display settings so that this is my main laptop, and then I have 1 and 2 the screens that are plugged in, so that when I move my mouse across, it just continues on. So rather than extending the main laptop view, I have the 2 extra screens, so I can just drag and place my charts across here, which is really, really useful. And it just makes it so efficient. I can quickly load up charts without going away from a broker, because that split second of if it was all on one laptop and loading up another page is the difference between getting into a trade at the right entry and missing your move and missing money. So it's really important, which is why I do recommend having at least 3 screens in my opinion to get started day trading. Now some people do use an extra screen to stream their scanners to allow them to see what stocks are moving up and what's worth trading, but also to have like a live stream on for anything that's gapping up on high momentum. I don't have that on these 3, but I actually have a separate laptop, and it's pretty much a duplicate of my Dell gaming laptop. It was my husband's laptop, but I've kind of pinched it for trading because he didn't really use it anyway, and he doesn't mind. And I have that set up just to the side so that I can just look back and see what's gapping up. But I don't think you necessarily need that. If you've not got an extra screen, or you want to keep it small and simple and affordable, you can certainly just dip in and out onto another tab on one of your existing screens. It's also great because with certain scanning software, such as Trade Ideas, you can have a little bell alert, so if something pops up, it'll just sound a bell, so you know to check that. I'll add a link below to the different software that I use, the Trade Ideas scanners and also TradingView, which is what I use for my charts. Really, really great charting platform. I highly recommend TradingView. So the links for them below. And I'm also going to include links to the different equipment that I've shared with you below as well. So if you want to find out more about those, I actually got all of my equipment. Actually, I think the screens and the cables and the stands, I got all of those off Amazon. And the laptop, I actually went into a store and got that new, but I have found a link to the nearest available laptop, and that's on Amazon as well. So I'll put all those links below for you if you want to check those out. I do recommend getting the right equipment is certainly important for starting trading, but in my opinion, I don't think you need to necessarily spend thousands and thousands of pounds getting the equipment. It's better really if you can get something that's decent enough quality to do the job without costing you so much money, because you want to save the money that you have for your trading account. I mean, that's the point, isn't it? What I'm doing really is I'm using what works and what's affordable, and then as soon as the trading starts making enough money that it's worth investing more into it, then I might get some new equipment or some more equipment. But quite honestly, I don't think I really need anything else at the moment, and I don't really have the room for it on the boat yet anyway. I do have, and some people have probably shared, like a screen platform that attached to the wall. I think it's called a wall mount, and I've actually got one of those, but it's set up in my camper van at the moment for when I go out in there. So I'll probably do another video at some point sharing that with you. I definitely do recommend the wall mount, and I've only recently moved onto the boat, which is why I haven't got my wall mount right there with my screens there, which is much better for trading. But when I've got that set up, I could do another video and share that with you. Meanwhile, I hope this video has been really useful for you. Let me know any questions or comments below. And if you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. That really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe if you've not joined this channel yet. Thank you. Bye.